I want to continue reading for you here about the factors for why autobiographical ghost stories began to be a thing again in the 1000s after 1000 AD. The increased valuing of the personal dream and the consciousness of the self. I keep telling you guys that before 1000 AD, there was no personal self. There was no I. And I don't even mean in the literary sense. He talks throughout the introduction and in the first chapter of this book, but it's relevant about how only saints after Christianity were allowed to have ghosts, and that messing around with trying to have immortality is how you got stuck in purgatory forever. Well, before Christianity, that's why you were a hero. That's why you wrote. That's why you did anything, was for the immortality of legend. But just like giving yourself a nickname, telling your story from the first person automatically makes it suspect. It automatically suggests that you're fabricating. Automatically. Which I'm certain is why you dickheads won't check out my journals, because you assume I'm fabricating, because you just don't know what Phil Aletheia means. You just don't know what truth is. You don't know what it means to speak the truth and to make a religious pact with the supreme God of being to only speak the truth. Even if that means speaking the truth that you didn't know you were lying. So one of the things that I've done over the course of the last 6 years after learning about it in 2018, oh shoot, it's going on 7 years, is the death of the author. Nobody. I know literary majors. I talk to literature majors, people with undergrads in reading who don't know what death of the author is and don't care to learn. Literary criticism is something that you should take very seriously, because you engage in literature that's mind-fucking you all the time. Do you watch the news? Do you engage with news aggregates on social media? They only exist to lie to you. And which journalists do you believe that speak in the I? Who remembers 2001 really well? Anybody else remember that guy? I think he was an NBC news anchor who was real close friends with Jon Stewart. Lots of incest between, I guess it's not incest, lots of weird sexual habits, let's say, between the network of whatever, I think it was NBC, and Comedy Central with this guy. And do we remember he had that whole claim, that whole subjectivity of the I, that he was in a live firefight? Do we remember this? Because it came out that he wasn't actually in that live firefight, but he tried to lean on the subjectivity of the I, the death of the author, to say, oh, well, I was just telling a story. I was just trying to tell the story of that fight like I was there. But the I made him suspect.